Hey Hofstra fans, it's time once again for the WB Mason Coaches Report. I'm Rob Joyce, joined as always by the head coach of Hofstra men's basketball, Joe Mihalich. Coach, how are you?
Okay, you got a little withdrawal right now, a little depressed. Really proud of our guys for how they battled all year long and so forth. But when the end comes, you're not happy.
Yeah, the season ended on Saturday. On Friday in the CAA tournament, you had to beat UNCW, and then game number 2, you fell to Delaware. What are your thoughts on the two games as a whole?
Well, we played real well Friday night. It was much the same as the first two times we played UNCW. We had beaten them, but it was a game that could have gone either way, and this was the way this one was too. Made some plays down the stretch, had an 8-point lead, faltered, could have folded, did not. So, for that reason, it was a really, really good win.
And then Delaware in the second half, you had a halftime lead. They come out and go on a run. You had some foul trouble. What was kind of the recurring theme from all three Delaware games where had a halftime lead and they come out and take it?
It was deja vu all over again. It was, up at halftime, as you said, playing well, scoring the basketball, and then the second half we just couldn't match them. They just kind of outlasted us. And you don't want to make excuses, but there's excuses and there's facts. Jamal Robinson Friday night against UNC Wilmington kind of got one of those high ankle sprains. It wasn't severe, but it was. If you watch the game Saturday, you'd see he just probably shouldn't even have been out there. So, and then Zeke picks up his fourth foul. At least it was called a foul. Let's just leave it at that. He picked up his fourth foul, with 15, 14, 12 minutes to go in the second half. We had to play a bunch of the second half without him. So, to be down 5 with a minute to go, that was quite an accomplishment right there.
Yeah, is that kind of the story of the season where, you're down, you have some foul trouble, could have lost by 10, 15 points instead? You have it to within 5. Is that kind of like the overwhelming thing that never gave up?
Well, I guess it is. I think it is, and I think it also speaks to our guys and their resolve and their fight and their never say die and their passion and heart for the game. So, a lot of good things when you have a team like that. It's just that you'd much rather be up 10 or 15 and then make that 15 or 20. And
2 players you lose for next year, 2 scholarship players. Stephen Waconi ends his career 2 double-doubles, big rebounds against UNCW, tied his career high against Delaware. Is that a better way for him to go out?
It really is, and I'll share with you what I said to the team after the game about our 3 seniors. And let's if I can come back to Steve for a second. You got to talk about Dan Steinberg, and he taught us how much it means to wear that uniform. Here's a guy who it meant so much to him to be on the team as a walk-on and pull that uniform, that Hofstra jersey on every day. It really, and to come to practice every day, he reminded us how special it is to be a Division I basketball player. He really cherished it, he valued it, he appreciated it, and it was a special thing. And then Steve Waconi, who we were talking about a second ago, he taught us all that if you really want something, you can get it. And for him, it was a rebound. He wanted that rebound more than 36 years for me. I'd have to think long and hard about a guy that wanted a rebound as bad as he wanted a rebound. And so, like I said, when you think about wanting something and how bad you want something, he taught us how to do that. And then Zeke, I'm sure you were going to ask about Zeke, but Zeke taught us about an opportunity. He taught us that when you get an opportunity, take advantage of it. And here's a guy who a year ago from this moment probably thought he wasn't going to play basketball anymore, or if he did, he didn't know where or what capacity. And not only did he play, but as we sit here right now, and it could change because Delaware's still playing, but as we sit here right now, I think he's a leading scorer in our conference. So he's a remarkable story, an incredible college basketball story, and an incredible person. So, the 3 seniors are special guys.
And Zeke makes an All-CAA second team. Dion makes All-Academic and All-CAA third team. How special was that for him?
And then Jamal was on the All-Rookie team. So, those 3 guys, they really put us on the map. Jamal with his All-Rookie team, and Dion is, I'm glad Dion's coming back. He's got another year. The NCAA granted him another year due to his atypical situation. But, he was 10th in the league in scoring and 2nd in the league in assists. With the 4 guys sitting out, it's, our perimeter play looks promising.
And then we'll go to next year. You have a couple of players eligible. 2 came with you from Niagara, Wanye Green and Amin Tanksley, 2 of the best players in practice just about every day. What do you get with those 2?
Well, you're going to get a new face in some respects, but also an experienced guy. So those 2 guys have been through it. Wanye Green was probably runner-up for Player of the Year in the conference last year in the MAC conference, losing out to Momo Jones at Iona. Amin Tanksley is, boy, when you talk about tough, he is a tough guy. Brian Bernardi is also sitting out. He'll be eligible. Terrific shooter and hard-nosed guy. I mean, he's probably got scrapes his knee out every practice. That kind of guy on the floor all the time. And then Eliel Gonzalez is also sitting out, a point guard who is a real good playmaker and someone that's going to make hopefully everybody better. So those 4 guys sitting out. Dion, Musa's coming back. Musa had a great finish. I thought Musa Kone had a great finish to the year. He was blocking more shots. He was getting more rebounds. He was scoring a little bit around the basket. So we're excited. We're excited. I wish the season would start tomorrow.
And you have one recruit officially signed, Andre Walker, a big man. What do you know about him?
Well, Andre Walker is an exciting prospect. He's 6'10". He can run and jump and catch. As good as he is now, I think his best years are ahead of him. Block shots. We're really excited. When he visited, I remember our strength coach just looked at him and said, "Hey, he can gain 20, 25 pounds of muscle easy." So nothing easy. But we're excited about him too.
Now, beginning of this year, you weren't going out and saying, "Hey, we're going to win 20, 25 games." How do you want to look back at this season a couple of years down the road?
I've been saying this. You've probably heard me say it too. Like, what I want people to do is, hopefully in the years to come, we're going to have some success, and I hope when people study the situation, they'll look back on this season, 2013, 2014, and say, "Hey, it really started with that group. They didn't get a whole lot of wins, but it really started with that group. The attitude changed, the culture changed. They were in a tough situation, and yet they played like winners, played like champions, and they really had a big part in helping this program get turned around."
A year ago, you get hired. You have 4 scholarship players. This offseason, a little less hectic?
Well, yeah, I guess so. It's a different kind of hectic. It's a good hectic. It's a positive hectic. We still have to finish up some recruiting and so forth, and we're excited to get back in the gym with the guys coming back, and so it's still exciting times.
All right, Joe Mihalich, thanks for a fun season. Enjoy the off season.
Thank you. Thanks for everything. You did a great job this year.
Well, thank you, Coach, and we thank you, Hofstra fans, for tuning in each and every week to the WB Mason Coaches Report with Joe Mihalich.